the bridge over.
Is about now all right?
Well, how long's it been in?
Maybe a couple of minutes.
Sure.
Coming through to it.
Now I'm thinking, when's it time for choco rice?
Oh no, I'll have to get a stove. Did this thing dry up?
Yeah.
Genius.
Mark.
Genius.
Mark. Dankeschön. Vielen bitte.
I knew it! I knew it, Piglet. Over there, I've got a sense.
You got a sense,
What?
Victor?
I'm being listened to.
I'm being heard. Big Brother's listening.
Always. Shame I've got no worth hearing.
Well, shut up. Thinking about it then.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I think's going to help my period pain?
What?
Choco rice!
Choco rice!
Choco rice!
Choco rice. Oh, I've not got a period, so am I allowed one?
I think it would still help. You're going for heartbreak, aren't you?
Oh yeah! Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, Gary.
What, Governor? The milk rice!
No. Right.
The milk in the rice.
Milk rice.
Frank rice. Milk rice. What?
Choco. Choco milk rice. Milk rice. Milk rice. Milk
Shut
rice.
up and eat it, will you?
Okay. I'm just practicing a bit of German.
You don't speak German.
Well, I'm bisschen. I do.
What does that mean then?
A little bit.
Thought it meant on silly or something.
Oh, shut up. We on a bar. You know what that means.
Stacking the gold.
She's playing up.
It's because she knows it's being
She's
recorded.
playing up for the camera.
It's the fucking observer principle.
You just gotta let it go. Go. Ooh. Mmm.
Is it good?
That's like rice pudding.
But with chocolate.
Oh my lord. Look at that.
You know, maybe we could be like that bunk bed podcast.
What's that?
With Peter Corrin and Patrick.
Who's that?
Whoever it is. Who's Peter Corrin? Peter Corrin and Patrick's someone else.
He sounds knowledgeable. Knowledgeable.
They know a lot. I don't know what that was.
What the chat about anyway?
A lot of like pointless shit.
Mm.
As if they're in a bunk bed.
Like we used to be.
Exactly.
Oh.
It's
Did we switch bunk? I can't actually remember. Did we switch? Did we, growing up?
we used to take turns, didn't we?
Did we? I can't remember.
Yeah.
What was your favourite top? Was it? Why?
I didn't really like the
Oh yeah.
the bed being like
Because you couldn't sit up straight.
right
in it.
above me.
Yeah.
And I always felt like, I don't know, I was on some kind of, I don't know what, vantage point or something in the top bunk.
Oh yeah. Of course. Like a cat.
Like a cat in a castle.
Yeah.
Ready to fire its whatever it sprays out of its arse.
It's fucking pheromones, isn't it?
Pheromones. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw something about a runner who was...
Spraying pheromones out there.
Yeah.
Was it not what Paula Radcliffe, was it?
Classic. No.
You know what they say? You can't teach class. You either got it or you ain't. And that girl had it.
Bit like us then.
Yeah, precisely.
Mm.
Actually, plenty of chocolate in this.
Yeah. In fact, let's rate the Choco.
Many chocolate.
Let's rate the Choco milk rice, and then I'll tell you about the runner story.
Right, well, so far, the rice is slightly undercooked.
I think you agree with that. Yeah. Little crunchy.
Al dente rice.
Al dente rice, although it is refrigerated, so that doesn't help.
Yeah. But overall, it's fine.
Okay.
It's what you'd expect from a shop bought, ultra processed dessert.
Yeah. Fair enough. But as you say, the Choco to rice ratio is fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
You've got you're swimming in chocolate, to be honest.
Yeah.
So I rate that really highly.
Need to get me rubber band.
I'm drowning in chocolate.
Oh no.
Death by Choco.
What a way to go. It was so soon. He had so much to give.
So, the runner story. So I saw this story about a runner on, I think, some trail in Colorado. Get this, he was running and he heard some rustles in the bush. Guess what leaked out of him?
Some sort of animal.
Just guess.
Some sort of animal.
Yeah, of course, some sort of animal.
Well, I don't know. It could have been
A tree leaked out. Fucking ants leaked out.
Could have been some sort of, lurking serial killer.
Well, that's an animal, isn't it?
What?
Humans are animals too.
Oh, shut up.
Don't discard that point.
All right. So what jumped out? A great baboon.
In Colorado. I know you're shit at geography
Well,
and
you
at
never
pretty
know.
much every other school subject. But fuck's sake.
In Colorado.
Baboons in Colorado. that time when you said, what, Sri Lanka, where's that? Near America.
South America.
Fucking
mate.
hell. I mean, you might have been 12, but still.
Yeah.
Thick twat.
Not much let up, is there?
They're only downhill from there.
I never heard the end of it.
So,
Never let you live that one down.
You bring it up right at the sore moment. And you just dig it. You rub it in. Deep into the wounds. The unhealed wounds of yesteryear.
Touch the wound.
No, touch them. Don't touch it.
Touch the wound.
No, it's tender. Don't touch it. Don't come near it.
Oh, God. What were you
unless you got
saying?
not on
Not unless you got healing hands.
No, you like you got a bit of salt.
Rub me some Himalayan in there.
But you stand at table salt, that'll do. Fucking hell.
right. So what came out of it?
Yes, what
Alright,
leapt
okay.
out of this man?
A deer.
No, not a deer. Not a deer.
Else
Elsie had just said, "Oh dear."
Leave the jokes to me.
Leave it up to me, will you?
So, alright, a buffalo.
What?
Fucking buffaloes in Colorado.
I love it. I love it now. Buffalo.
What's wrong with that?
No, it's wrong with that. It was just funny. Just made me
Like, oh,
laugh.
buffaloes don't leave. What are you talking about? of buffalo you need? Alright.
You're killing me now.
Fucking gecko.
They leap. They spring.
Oh, give over.
Spring forth.
You're taking piss now.
Right, come on, Colorado.
Some desert beast.
No, it's not the fucking desert.
Colorado.
Colorado's mountainous. It's mountains, isn't it? Mountains are what deserts. The rocket. What? They're a sort of desert. They just got peaks. Shut up. Well, maybe Colorado does have a desert, but it was running in the mountains, anyways.
Right. I don't think you said that.
Well, I said he was trail running in Colorado. You don't fucking go trail running in the desert, do you? Even if Colorado does have a desert. Which I don't think it does.
There could be a trail in the desert.
There's no trail in the desert. That's why the fucking desert. People get
Right.
lost in the desert because there ain't no trails there.
Listen.
I'm not listening to no more of this shit.
We're losing the point. We're going off piste. And we need to find our way back.
Well, come on, then.
Right.
chop,
What
chop.
fucking leapt out?
I want you to answer that.
I know.
That's this.
A shrew.
And he tamed it. There was no issue whatsoever. He just tamed the shrew.
No, but it was the great hairy shrew of Colorado desert town.
Now.
Oh.
Now.
So something big
Mm-hmm.
in a mountain. Like a mountain goat. A fucking snow leopard.
You're getting closer now.
Right.
I mean, you are much, much closer. I mean, let's just go with that. It was a big cat.
Okay.
It was a mountain lion.
Okay.
The
Right.
mountain lion leapt out at this fucking runner,
Right.
right?
Hmm.
And he killed it with his bare hands.
What?
Yeah. He wrestled with it. They even fell off like the edge of the path and like tumbled down this hillside for a bit. And its jaw was clenched onto one of his hands for ages. He tried like hitting it on the back of the head. He tried like
What?
smashing it at its head with rocks. He tried jabbing it into its throat with sticks.
What?
Legit. And in the end, he fucking choked the thing out.
What? How?
Kneeling on its neck.
Whoa.
Can you believe it?
Wow.
I mean, the thing was, he did say not to like detract from his heroic efforts at survival, but it did say it was he thought it was probably a juvenile, not a cub, obviously. He didn't kill a lion cub. He killed Simba.
Yeah. Did it have
Bastard.
hair?
Did it have hair? It was
You
a
know,
cat.
a mane.
I don't know. He didn't give it fucking enough.
He
Yeah,
bit.
did he? He was like, this was the tiger that attacked me. I want the FBI to find it.
FBI sounds like a fucking cop move. I mean, killed it.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't know. It's just a mountain lion juvenile. Probably not have a massive mane at that. But
Right.
but still, I think they estimated about a 40-pound lion.
That's pretty cheap.
Yeah, good one.
The old ones are the best.
Yeah. So fucking remarkable story, isn't it? Like 40 killing a 40-pound lion. It must have been terrifying. Thing is, as well, he said that he was constantly afraid that because he'd identified it as a juvenile, that its mother was gonna like nip out and have her bit.
God.
You know?
Wow.
Can you imagine? Fuck me.
Well, that would fucking teach you to go running in mountains, wouldn't it?
Mate, come on. A man is free to go running in the mountains.
Yeah,
If you so
and
wish.
therefore free to get attacked by a lion.
Yeah, but come on. If you lived,
He brought it on himself.
that's
He
victim
was
blaming.
asking for it.
Victim
What
blaming.
was he wearing?
Tiny little shot. The lion was like,
Yeah, got the lion a bit, you know, hot under the mane.
obviously we do not condone victim blaming. We are taking the piss.
It's amazing that you have to say that.
I know. Anyway, so that was like remarkable, really, and because I like trail running, I like the idea of trail running, but I've never been in anywhere exotic like that.
You know, I went up when I went up Stanage Edge recently, and it had the you know, all the snow and the fog and everything. Just people jogging up there.
It's fucking great good, isn't it?
Mad.
Yeah, when
And cycling.
Mountain
Fucking
bikers.
mad.
Fucking hell.
I'd struggle to cycle up there without the ice and the snow.
Yeah. It's amazing what people do. I remember when me and the Glasgow clan. In fact, we were a pretty small clan at that point. It was in the early days of having moved to Glasgow, and there was the four of us had gone, well, four of us had gone to the Cairngorms, and we were climbing. I can't remember which hill or mountain or whatever they call them. They call them different things, don't they, for different heights up there?
Is it?
Yeah, they've got different words. What's the fucking Monrose?
Mon repose.
Ows, Mon repose.
Mon repose.
Got any ows? Monrose. Yeah, there's other cool names for them, different heights of the hill. Anyway, don't know which hill or Munro or whatever it was, but it was pretty chuffing remote, and we'd walked for like ages before we like peaked it. But getting up there was pretty drastic. Like the wind was really strong. I remember quite specifically like having to lean into the wind to actually get up the hill.
Wow.
Yeah, up the incline, and it was, you know, remarkable. Anyways, we were at the top. There's this little like, I don't know, like a stone built sort of shelter, and the four of us sat.
Like a ball there.
No.
Not even close.
Not even near.
Not even remotely.
It was just a fucking can. We're in the Cairngorms after all. You fucking numpty. No, someone had just fucking, I don't know what it was. It was just a little, I don't know if it was meant, you know, I think actually, what's the word?
It wasn't an official
No official like shack. It was like a quality hotel, you know, just the very bare basics. You got a bit of shelter from the really strong wind, and it was one of those days as well, like similar to what you described, with loads of rain and like rain, but also like heavy cloud and fog and mist, and just generally like wow, like you're in the middle of fucking nowhere, it feels like, and really extreme conditions. We're all togged up as well, and we're sat crouching in this fucking shelter, just like chewing on some cobs, like trying to re-energise ourselves, ready for the descent. We sat there, and all of a sudden, two runners.
Really?
Just two runners, like coming up the same way we've just come up. We're thinking like, fucking hell, we've just had to like fight our way up that hill. And we're all four, you know, relatively young, relatively fit and healthy people. But you know, it was a challenge getting up there. And then these two live, athletic individuals in little shorts and a little t-shirt and like a water bladder, wearing now but a water bladder for supplies.
They're very underprepared.
Well, but I mean, they were travelling light, and you can understand why. But honestly, those conditions that they were running in, you know, I have to just take my hats off to these. My hats. I wear many hats. I have to take my many hats off to these people, because they are remarkable. Like the endurance that they put themselves through, like the challenges that they endure. I just praise it so highly. I just think it's remarkable. Yeah. And that's why it appeals to me, like to do stuff like that, endurance challenges and all this kind of thing. Maybe one day I'll find myself running in the Colorado mountains, who knows?
Yeah, and someone will be looking at you going, fuck, you know.
Yeah, that probably a lion going, oh, I like the cut I've heard, Jib. I'll have a bit of that. That's a little bit off the flank.
They're fresh.
What about them? They're fresh. Yeah, so.
Reminded me of the time I climbed up Benmore, also in Scotland.
Did you ask permission first?
Talking it. He asked for it. No, so yeah, that you said about the weather. So
Yeah.
I climbed it solo,
Yeah.
as you may remember.
Mm.
Really had no idea that it would be snowy up there.
Yeah.
Probably a little foolish. But it was a sunny day.
Oh, mate. Honestly.
They
Wait,
all-
where is
They
Benmore?
all start like
Is
that.
it in the
don't
Trossachs?
they? Yeah.
Oh.
And yeah, I got sort of about halfway up, and up to this point had only met people coming back the other way.
Oh. That's telling you something, isn't it? Turn back!
And yeah, then the rest of the way up, it's just started to cloud over, get more windy,
Yeah.
and by the time I was nearing the top, it was snowing, and then it was it went full blizzard as I was on the peak,
Fucking hell.
and I was just so like you couldn't fucking see a thing.
Yeah.
Meant to be all these lakes you couldn't view.
Yeah.
No, nothing, nada.
Don't
I
nada.
was on the edge of the fucking world. And by God's grace, I was about to be fucking swept off it and all.
What, by the wind, you mean?
Yeah, it was like, let's try and keep a low centre of gravity.
Yeah, crouch down.
No.
Get on all fours.
Close to that, yeah. Were it not for my canes, or your canes.
Or Michael Kine.
Yeah. And then, you know what? And I only went in my fucking walking trainers.
Jesus
Which,
Christ. Wait, which ones are
largely
they?
fine.
The Brooks ones.
Brooks ones.
Ah. At least I was in that time. It was like your other ones.
Yeah, except, still gauze. So on the way down, I misstepped and put my foot straight into some fucking like icy puddle thing up to like my ankle.
Really?
It's like, you bastard.
That's the worst, mate.
You bastard.
Fucking
Oh,
hell.
I fucking cussed. And tell you what,
Cussed.
I fucking cussed it.
I did off cuss. I did off cuss.
Halfway down.
Next foot.
No,
Oh.
it started to fucking clear. And I met people walking up. Never saw a soul the whole time I was like ascending the rest back.
Wow. That's remarkable.
And yeah, down at bottom it was like the day had started again. Like how it started.
Wow.
Couldn't fucking believe it.
Don't fucking
I couldn't believe I made it. I was like, I feel like I'm woefully underprepared.
Really? Wow.
Like, I could have. You'd said about climbing it and fucking
Mate.
New Year. And you.
Wait, no, I climbed Ben Arn on New Year, not Ben Moore.
Oh bloody hell! It is Ben Arn.
Oh,
Sorry,
you're on about Ben Arn.
Ben Moore is
Ah,
the. Is
okay.
Well, it was the name of the botanical garden.
Right.
But yeah, I think Ben Moore is possibly also an area of it.
Well,
Of that's. Yeah.
Okay.
Of the Trossachs.
Yeah, well, Ben Moore will be one of the
Yes.
hills. Or
Yes.
Yeah.
So Ben Arn, yes, is the one.
Okay.
And you said you nearly took this misstep off at the
Mate.
top. And I remember seeing like the bit.
Fucking
I was
hell.
like, I bet that's the bit.
Mate, there's so many
So I
bits.
nearly did it. And
So
then I had
many.
to like,
What did you have to? Did
redirect.
you reascend then? Because when Freddie and I were climbing that, we started to descend. Obviously in the blizzard. Yeah, I mean we couldn't see it. We couldn't see in front of us really.
Yeah.
But what we decided to do was reascend to fix it.
Fix it.
To fix our route because we'd started to descend and
right.
realised we'd gone off track
I got you.
and we're about to fucking slip off the edge, slip off the fucking edge of the world.
Was it
And
also snowy?
I'm trying to remember. I mean, it was New Year. It was certainly. Yeah, it was. It was snowy. Yeah, it was. I remember now. It was because what it was when we were ascending. It started to rain, and we'd got us waterproofs on anyways, but it was more like a sleet. And then at the top there was, if I recall correctly, it's a few years ago now, but like. Yeah, I'd certainly recall like the ground being obscured, such that it was easy to kind of think, oh God, where am I at, kind of thing. So, Yeah, I mean it's scary shit, man. Like, I've been obsessed with watching like Everest and K2 videos just lately, like of like the the actual preparation that's required to like to achieve these feats. And like part of me doesn't know how I feel about like I like to try and look at things as objectively as possible, and like pretty much most people in the comments these days on like these kinds of videos.
Like, the great thing about mountaineering is you don't have to do it.
Yeah.
You see this on the caving videos.
Oh, mate, just don't.
Don't even
Do
go there.
not.
Don't even start the
Right
caving.
there, cool. But let me tell you, mate.
Claustrophobia.
But let me tell you, mate, I did watch one video, only one, and that was in North.
Oh, really?
And I think,
On the caving.
on caving. I think we're looking at the mountaineering stuff. Sent the algorithm into overdrive, and now it's like presenting all these fucking
There's loads of these
impossible recovery,
Yeah.
beyond recovery videos. I'm like, oh my god,
You got caught head first down a fucking
stop it!
with a fucking lake in it.
Mate, for like real. I mean, I know this shit. I sort of know about this shit, but I didn't know. Right, I watched a video on, I think, what's called the Nutty Putty disaster.
I've seen that.
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, Jesus Christ. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't really know. I didn't really understand that cave-in
Yeah.
was that.
Yeah.
I thought cave-in was going into a cave, which to all intents and purposes is like an opened out bit in a rock face. That's what I understand a cave to be. It's an open.
More of a cavern. That, actually. If you're going to stand up in it, I think it's classed as a cavern.
Is that true?
Well, pretty well.
Really?
And open it, they call it a chamber.
For real?
Yeah.
See, I've also we go in caves, don't you, for like
Yeah.
get your precious stones. and all
Yeah,
that,
but think of it
your
like Paul's
experience of that.
Cavern and this
Paul's
kind of thing where you see
Cavern,
like
yeah.
the stalactite. I mean,
Yeah,
you get
right.
stalactites in the other bits,
Well,
but like
that's what I thought was a
Yeah.
cave, right? I did not know that people legitimately push themselves through hundreds of meters of incredibly narrow and constricted channels in rock for fun.
Yeah.
What the actual fuck?
What do you need in your life?
What is missing for you? Like, no, I really know. I don't want to judge people, but like, it is so incomprehensible to me. I don't get it. Like, there's so many other thrills that I do get. Being swung from like a high thing, like I don't know.
On a great big stretchy cord.
On a bungee jumping, short, jumping off big heights, leaping out of planes, surfing. What else? Like,
Going down big slides.
Yeah, like all the Red Bull stunts, skiing, snowboarding, like all of that shit. I get behind that. I wouldn't necessarily do it, but I can see the thrill. What I cannot and can't ever, I don't think, comprehend is the thrill of getting stuck forever, potentially upside down, and slowly but surely having my body and completely like give in to the force of gravity over hours and hours and hours and hours till like my limbs start to go blue and I start to become like psychotic from the fucking sense of being trapped. And while people like around me are all creating like all these monumental erecting pulley systems, like
drilling, boring bits.
It's like, what?
The effort, the
effort,
the rescue missions
to rescue
take 12 hours at least, didn't they?
Oh.
And
even
may not
then,
be successful.
well, this is what happened with Nutty Putty, of course. Like, so this guy was like trapped overall. He was trapped overall for like 27 hours before he finally, God rest his soul, like stopped moving, stopped struggling. Like, I just can't imagine that. That poor man. His poor soul. And they couldn't even, like, get his body out.
Yeah,
Never
yeah.
mind save him.
This is the thing.
Like,
so, yeah.
it just defies belief. And it's like, if it's that easy, well, I don't know. Like, I'm not got any like real knowledge on this, but like, if it's that easy to take a wrong turn in somewhere like that, like,
And often these people are
they've experienced. Like,
yeah.
I mean, apparently for this guy, like, he had not actually done it. I think for like several years, since his like teen years or something.
He had a family as
He
well.
had a family.
Yeah.
He'd got. I think his wife was pregnant.
Oh, shitting out.
Oh, and they'd got like they fed the fucking telecom system down
Yes.
so that they could
Oh
speak.
my God.
Can you
fucking
imagine?
Oh, it's just.
Oh my word! It's just hellish.
And just
it's hell.
It is an unnecessary.
It is.
As in, what I mean is, it's avoidable.
It is, and I just.
Yeah.
This is what I mean when I say I don't want to judge people, because I would actually just genuinely, I'd love to understand what caused someone to do that.
Yeah.
Like, what does cause someone to crawl into
their own grave.
Well, I mean, this is often a title on these videos, isn't it? Like, Darty crawled into his own grave and stuff, and you think, well, that's not. I'm sure that wasn't his fucking intention.
No.
You know what I mean? Like,
that was the outcome then.
well, that's but what a dreadful, like, he was just going and doing what he liked to do. That was his way of having fun. I don't get it, but still, that's what he was out to do, and yet managed to suffer probably one of the most incomprehensibly torturous deaths in the whole world.
Drowning might be.
Yeah, drowning.
On a par.
But it happens way quicker than
Yeah.
that. You don't drown for 27 hours.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Positional asphyxia,
Yeah.
I think, probably hands down, actually.
Yeah.
Unless, like, and other torturous ways of dying. Like, other long and drawn out torturous methods of dying. But, I mean, that is just, well, you don't bear thinking about. And I can't express fully with words the horror that I feel when I try and comprehend it. So anyway, it's like, how long does one dwell on such things? Because you can't comprehend it. Why?
That's why you keep.
That's why you keep digging into it, don't you? You're like, fucking hell,
Give me more.
Give me more. Help me understand what drove people to do that.
Yeah, and no matter what, somehow, like, each one, because it's slightly different, still just, like,
I know.
tickles the thing of
It's
it.
dreadful. And the thing is as well, like, is that I started to go back to these mountaineering things. I started looking at the mountaineering videos, not out of morbid curiosity, but somehow that's what fucking YouTube churns out. Like, walking past dead people on Everest, like the man in the green boots, right? And you're like, well, but like, I want to see. I'm interested in the mountain. I'm interested in people's efforts, and like the heroic Sherpas, you know, who carry everything and, you know, create the possibilities for people to actually go and do that. That's what I want to see. Like, that's what I'm interested in, like the technical side of it. But yeah, somehow, for some reason, YouTube just like forces this. I say forcing, and clearly I do have a morbid curiosity. It's not that I don't have this curiosity, otherwise I wouldn't be watching the videos. But I just find it interesting sometimes how YouTube does seem to like have this propensity to like put forward this kind of content that it's so like addictive.
It's almost as if they engineered it that way. It's almost as if they consulted fucking gambling engineers to like make the fucking interface.
Is that true?
That is true for like social media platforms.
Oh wow, of which YouTube is one.
Well, yeah, exactly.
No shit.
Yeah, the format of
that's mental.
If you think of like the news feed is the novelty.
Yeah.
And when you know, anytime you open the app or indeed refresh it, it's like putting your money in the slot.
Yeah.
Except your currency is your attention.
Oh sure.
I wrote a poem about this, of course.
Yeah, you did write.
Pay attention.
Pay attention.
Your attention is currency.
Yeah.
The exchange rate is plummeting.
Oh yeah.
Yes. and so you get this, you're paying with your attention to get this novelty, to get this, the return is to be surprised, to have an outcome that grabs your attention such that you want to do it again and again and again. That is the very basics of its engineering architecture.
Yeah.
And yes, they did consult
Wow.
gambling engineers on this.
That's phenomenal.
So it's in the fabric.
Yeah.
They can't say it's only a byproduct. It is the raison d'être.
Wow. Shit.
Of social media platforms.
Jesus H. Christ.
And hence, I suppose, I don't know a lot about algorithms or anything like that, but anything to keep you on the platform.
Yeah, sure.
And if that means not just kind of matching your content, but matching it and taking it sort of a step further.
Yeah.
Like you've sort of experienced with this mountaineering. And,
right.
a bit further now, a bit darker, a bit more shocking.
Yes,
shock,
I think it is the shock.
The more shock is the more surprise, and the more you watch, the more you are desensitized, and so you need a greater hit. Hence the addictive nature again.
It's wild. It's wild. I mean, like for me, YouTube has been the kind of remaining social media platform that I use.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, I know they count WhatsApp and stuff like that these days as social media, but I don't really view it in the same way. It doesn't create for me the same reaction that like YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or do.
Yeah, and I feel like you only spend time on there for a particular function.
Yeah, it's not like
a job to do. I have to reply to this person or have a video call.
They do have like stories and that now, but there's no feed, is there? There's like the feed is your messages, and that doesn't work the same way as a scroll. Like you don't scroll endlessly through it, do you?
Yeah.
But like YouTube as a social media platform that does have all these features, like the scroll, the end of scroll, the shorts, like the stories,
the like automatic,
the channels,
moving
pages.
On of the video as well. Next
Autoplay.
video in 70 seconds.
Exactly. It's like you don't even have to be active in it.
And that's the point.
Yeah.
It's passive engagement.
Yeah. I mean, I do try even with like YouTube, so like to have things like autoplay switched off. Try and like limit my watching of shorts. And to like keep my videos like organised, so there's not this sense of like there's this endlessness. But I have to say, like I tried to, I did a few months ago now, like make kind of this promise to myself that I wasn't going to look at any new content. What I was going to do was just, if I wanted to watch YouTube, I would go into my playlists and like watch a video I'd got in my playlist, because I've created like loads of playlists out of like, I had like 300 videos in my watch later folder.
I had many hundred, probably nearly 1,000, if not 1,000 at one time.
Wow, holy shit.
But some of them were also ones I had watched but then just not removed.
Oh sure.
So they weren't all unwatched.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's this kind of, like you say, on endless sort of adding.
Exactly, because it's like you go on, you look, and it's like all you're doing is like fishing.
Yeah, it's like a strange kind of hoarding.
Yeah, it's hoarding almost. Yeah, like gathering.
Yeah.
What were they saying last night? Harvesting. That's such an interesting use of that word, wasn't it? Harvesting.
Harvesting data.
Yeah. It's often that. It's like harvest is like a gathering, isn't it? But it is used sometimes
almost like
a bit insidiously.
Yeah, really. As if like a kind of extraction or a kind of exploitative.
Yeah.
It has that feel, doesn't it? Harvesting organs. Or...
Oh, no, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think even data,
definitely.
data has this like
it does.
same kind of get off me.
Yeah, totally.
Touch me.
Touch me. Yeah, for sure. It's not what you hope to go online for. Like, it's
not what they dreamed the internet could be. Is it? I don't think a great feat of human effort.
Yeah.
To collect, you know, the collective.
Yeah.
Human knowledge, like an external brain, what they call this, a second brain. You know, but not just of one person, but the human wealth of knowledge entire, so such that it could be, you know, free to access and utilise and be added to, and all of that. Like, it's become something so deviant from that. Like, it is that, but it's taken also on another life. And I know people are so worried about AI now. It's like, oh, what if it gets a mind of its own? And like, you think the internet doesn't have a fucking mind of its own? Like, we're already there. Like, Jesus Christ. And it's this kind of function that the internet has, or aspects of it has, that do seem to pull the strings, actually. Is it really that we use it, or is it not using us?
Well, that's kind of the age-old kind of tension, isn't it? It's like, who's in control? You know, is the for example, like in like Zen philosophy, like the mind and like the mind and the master. Does the mind master you, or do you master the mind?
And like, the internet. What is the internet if it's not some kind of virtual mind?
Well,
of the human race.
For sure. And there's actually like so much more I want to say on all of this, but I fucking need a shit. We got all serious for a minute, didn't we? No, busted for a shot.
We got ourselves. We got it too deep. We went down the rabbit hole.
We went down to a tiny little cave. Then we got stuck.
We got stuck at first. Help, pull me out, brother. Sarah, get hold of me up now, boots. Pull me up by my bootstraps.
Oh, God. Right, I will just say one last thing. When they fucking found...
One last thing.
When they found George Mallory's body, mate, and they were like... Look at these, and all they said over the walkie-talkies was hobnail boots or something. And suddenly they were like, what the fuck? Because this group were actually out looking for his body. Yeah. And obviously the hobnail boots were like a sign of the times, like in the 20s, that Mallory and Irvine were climbing. And I just fucking found that fascinating. I was just like, oh my God. And then suddenly, the way they actually learn that it's Mallory's body is like looking in the clothing of this like corpse that they find. Fascinating stuff. But the fact that it's these hobnail boots that's like suddenly they're like, right, this is a body of bygone era. Like, it's fascinating.
Imagine though, going out to look for George Mallory.
I know.
And
finding him after 75 fucking years, and
first time anyone looked, found him. I wish I could find my
it
fucking
ain't
keys.
the first time we could find him though. Many other, that's what I was going to say. 75 years have gone on. Several other teams had gone out with the intention to find him, and Irvine had been unsuccessful.
Oh, really?
And I do believe, I hope I'm not incorrect in saying this, that Irvine is still missing.
Yeah.
I do believe. But anyway,
They
I
did
did
say
say.
something about imagine someone had borrowed his shirt there.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's not
Oh,
George
bugger.
Mallory. It's a nobody.
It's Derek.
It's the.
Derek found George
Derek
Mallory's
found
body,
George Mal-
stripped all his gear, so I'm having that.
Gave a cropper himself. Slipped out of his hobnail boots. Won. He's a goner. And it's Derek. It's Deza. Right, I'm going for a shite. So I'll see you later.
Shut this thing off.
Bye.